Hi everyone, welcome to Wednesday's Maths Revision lesson. Today we're going to be revising fair sharing. Now before we begin this lesson, I'd like you to listen to me read the book When the Doorbell Rang. That's going to really help us with today's lesson. So you can head over to the school YouTube channel and watch me read the story When the Doorbell Rang. I hope you enjoyed our story When the Doorbell Rang. So I want us to think about what is fair sharing? What do we mean when we say fair sharing? So you can pause the video here if you like and have a think about that. And then when you're ready, you can press play again and move on to the next slide. So fair sharing is all about making equal groups. Now, in year one, we have been doing lots and lots of work around the equal sign and what equals means. We know that equals means the same amount as. So I would like you to have a look at these cookies. How many groups can you see? Well done, there's two groups. There's a group over here. One, sorry about my messy circles. And there's a group here, two. Two groups. Are both of these groups equal? Yes, that's right, they are. They both have 3 in each group. So we could say that these are 2 equal groups and each group has 3. So it's 2 equal groups of 3. Okay, how many cookies do I have? I'm going to count them by 2s. 2, 2 more is 4, 2 more is 6. Altogether, I have 6 cookies. I would like to share these 6 cookies equally into these 3 jars. How can I do that? I could share them out one at a time, one for you, one for you, one for you. Or can you already see 3 groups already? You can pause the video here and on a bit of paper write down or draw these 6 cookies shared between 3 jars. What does that look like? How many does each jar get? Okay, so we shared those 6 cookies equally between 3 jars. There's 2 in this jar, 2 in this jar, and 2 in this jar, and they're all equal. Now what we would normally do in class is we would have objects. It might be counters, it might be pencils, anything we could get our hands on. And we would take those 6 objects and we would actually practice sharing them out physically into 3 equal groups. So you could do that at home if you like. So 6 cookies shared equally, that's that really important word, between 3 is 2. Each jar got 2. Okay, now we have some soccer balls, or sorry, you call them footballs. We have some footballs and some children. How many footballs are there? That's right, there's 12 footballs altogether. Now we need to share these 12 between how many children? Well done, 4 children. I wonder, we can share them out one at a time. One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you, and go through and do that 12 times until we share them all out. Or I wonder if you can look closely and see 4 groups already. Pause the video here, have a look at the footballs. Can you already see 4 groups? I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see that having them in rows like this and columns makes it really easy? So there's 1 group, 2 group, 3 groups, 4 groups. So 12 footballs altogether shared equally between the 4 children is 3. Each child gets 3. So you can either use pencils, objects, anything you have at home to practice sharing out one at a time, objects into groups, or you might be able to look at the picture when it's in rows and columns and see if you can already visualize, see the groups. Whoa, this is a lot of sweets here. It's quite tricky to count them like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to organize them into rows to make it easier for us to count, and then I'll put them on the next page, okay? It's much easier to count them when they're in rows and columns, isn't it? Okay, you can pause the video here now, please, and I would like you to count the sweets and find out how many there are. All right, well done. There are 24 sweets. Now we need to take these 24 sweets and we need to share them equally into how many groups? 3. Well done. 1, 2, 3. Now we could share each sweet out one at a time. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. And we could go through all 24, sharing them out one at a time. That's a strategy. But I wonder if there's a more efficient way to do that. Can anyone already see 3 groups? You can pause the video here if you would like and have a close look at the picture to see if you can see 3 groups. Well done. I can see a group here. 1, it's 1 row, 2, and lastly 3. Three rows or 3 groups. Now what we need to do is count how many are in each row to make sure that they're equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that first bowl will get 8 sweets. So I'm going to do the number 8 there. So imagine that whole row going into this bowl. Let's count this next group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this whole row here, the second row, would go into this bowl. 8. And the last row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That last row would go into this bowl. I really wish I knew how to do a cool little animation where I could drag them all into the bowl so you could see that. Alright, so we have shared those 24 sweets equally between 3 and each group got 8. So 24 shared equally between 3 is 8. Great work, Year 1. We're so proud of the learning that you've been doing at home with your mums and dads. We've been seeing that you've been sending it in, and you've really all been working hard and done a fantastic job. We're very proud of you, and you should feel really proud of yourselves. Okay, you can head over to the White Rose page now on the website and complete the activity today.